So hi, what's up, guys? Again, I don't really record with a mic, but this time I feel like I should, since I am reviewing a movie. I just feel like it's more better and more better quality. Again, I did have this mic for a while. Um, I think some people kind of noticed on my YouTube channel, on my old ones, my other YouTube channels, but basically for this video, I will be talking about a movie that is a part of the goth subculture. Um, I would say like some people know and some people don't. I would say like the younger goths or like the new generation goths don't know it. Or if they know it, they just probably have seen like TikTok videos about it. Um, I think most people are well known with the Cure song, doing the Unstuck. Basically that scene I actually really love. But they also have another Cure song, which kind of like dragged me into watching the movie because I saw the clip and I was like, oh, this is cool. Is this actually in like a movie or show? Um, but basically, this movie's called Gypsy 83. Basically about like two gothic teens going on an adventure to New York for a Stevie Nicks concert. And and again, like this movie is actually really interesting. Um, and it's an indie movie, like it was made by like a small company. And then like from like seeing the movie, like seeing the scenes and like I would say like the acting and the writing just seem so it seems pretty good for like an indie film. And I'm actually like really surprised that it was made by like a small company. But I will be going over some of the scenes from the movie. So again, spoiler warning for anybody who wants to see it. And if you do want to see it, they have it on YouTube. Well, there's like Spanish subs, but like if you want to see it like bootleg kind of way, you can watch it on YouTube. Um, but then there's also like ways you can like buy it. I'm pretty sure you could buy it on, what is it? Amazon Prime, that's what it was. So basically like the movie, it basically just starts off with Gypsy, oh, the two characters, Gypsy and Clive. No, Clive, there we go. Clive. Basically they are just hanging out in a graveyard. Um, they're just vibing there. Again, that's basically what goths want to do. Just vibe at the graveyard and just dance. But yeah, basically they just do that. They basically just hang out. And then randomly they just go on a message board on the big ass old school computers from like the early 2000s. And basically it's like, oh, there's gonna be a festival over there in New York, and they're saying we should, and they're saying that they should go. From after that, basically she comes home with her dad and just sing the song. So they both have kind of like music, they both fall in love with music, and the two friends are in love with music too, the same kind of artist. And also just like a warning, this movie is also rated R. I kind of just jumped in and thought there might be like a kissing scene and that's it. I didn't think it was gonna be anything crazy because it just seemed like a wholesome movie, but it just kind of like went, like it surprised me. But like again, like if you want to see this movie, it's a big warning. It's rated R, and there is a scene. It's not super. It is kind of explicit actually. So basically, they kind of like saying yes, no, deciding on whether to go to the festival or not. Um, but basically, the storyline is she, her mother is supposedly dead, and she wants to figure out if she's actually dead or not. And she happened to live in New York um, before she died, and she just wanted to go Like, even though the festival's also in New York, she wants to find out if she's still in New York, if the mom's still in New York. So basically, that's like the whole premise, is them going to New York, seeing if the mom's still there, and going to that festival. But then another thing, she also wanted to be a big music artist, and she wants to be big. So basically, that's kind of another thing. And then the friends basically just wanting to help her get big by like recording her singing and stuff. But the more I keep watching the movie, the more it feels like a Pee-wee type of movie, where it's just, oh, little wacky stuff randomly happens on the way there. So basically, they ignore everything and they go straight to going to New York. Then on the way, they see an Amish guy basically just hitchhiking, and they just pick him up. They're like, okay, sure, whatever. But yeah, there was a scene with the Amish guy where I'm like surprised. But they were just, well, the whole group was getting picked on because they are, just wearing makeup, dressed as goth, like just being goth. They were being picked on by the people, and the Amish guy was just like, fuck it, and just kissed the guy in front of the people. And that's like crazy, just to be like, fuck you guys. Which is good, but also bad later in the movie, because also I forgot to mention, because I was like, this happened, I forgot to mention one thing. Basically, the guy, or is it Clave, he is actually gay. But in the beginning of the movie, he's like, wasn't sure of the sexuality, but later in the movie he does become gay. And again, there was a scene where, like, later there'll be a scene where he figures it out. Another like LGBT movie I wanted to talk about, which also involves the post-punk and new wave, like a movement, kind of like the whole goth culture. But I will try to review that another time. And I gotta remember the movie, because I forgot about it. But it's definitely one of my favorite movies. But the acting in that movie was, I would say it's worse than this movie. But both of them were really good anyways. So basically, they kind of just like slept at a place, did rated R stuff. Again, I don't want to go super explicit because YouTube and the guidelines, and I don't know what it is exactly. But again, yeah, they just do stuff. The Amish guy ends up being with Gypsy for a little bit. Oh yeah, but before this, Clave liked the Amish guy, but he liked Gypsy. Again, it was like a weird little love triangle. I thought it was interesting. But then at the end of the scene I was talking about, basically he wanted to go back to the Amish village because he regretted doing the rated R stuff. Again, like, the story is interesting, but also like some of like the dynamic. Again, after this scene, they kind of like meet up together. Like, oh yeah, wait, I forgot to. Oh my god, there's like more stuff. So basically, Clave hooks up with a guy. Again, I'm trying to make this short, and I would describe it more. But basically, he figures out, like, after that experience, he figures out he's actually gay and not any other sexuality. He thought he'd probably maybe be bi or pans, but I guess he ends up being gay. And then in the beginning, he was mentioning, oh, he didn't like sex, which I was guessing, like, oh my god, is it gonna be an asexual character? I was like, no way. But like I kind of wish there was an ace character in the movie. But so yeah, they kind of fought 'cause they're like, oh, one person's being selfish and one person is not. Basically, the two friends were fighting. Then they kind of have like a heart to heart. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll be there for you whenever you need me. Again, basically just that. Then they head off to the festival, and basically it's a lot of like alternative kids or like adults again. Basically just like a big club with music. And then she kind of misses her shot to sing at that festival because she was supposed to audition for it, but she couldn't. So basically, she kind of like goes to the back and tries to find like I would say like the famous people because her mom was a famous person and she thinks that maybe she will have a chance to sing at that festival. So basically she sings, no, basically she shows someone the that she knows the mom, and basically that person just tells her that her mom died like years before, and it was really interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I would say the word, but again, copyright, but she offed herself, which was crazy because I thought she was gonna be like, oh, she just died randomly and that's it. But yeah, so I think after that conversation with the person, basically she gets to sing, and then I would say like after the festival and stuff, both of the friends just talk. Both of the friends just talk, and Gypsy just stays in New York, and Clive goes back to Ohio. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention they were from Ohio. So yeah, basically that was the movie. It was pretty interesting. I thought the acting was really good. The cinematic scenes were pretty good. Again, for the timing, it's kind of like a little bit outdated, but I thought it was pretty good. Definitely the characters and the writing was really good. I love the dynamic between the two friends because it just seemed really interesting. Like they both cared about each other and they both wanted to be there for each other with their own issues. And I thought that was pretty cool, and it showed how those characters are a person and not just like a movie character. The songs that they played for the Cure, well, basically the music for the soundtrack for the movie was basically kind of gothic. They had some industrial type of music, but they also had the Cure. They only had two. They had Just Like Heaven and Doing the Unstuck. Basically like the two really famous Cure songs. So yeah, I really hope you guys like this video. I will be doing more movie reviews at some point. Again, I kind of want to do this format with the mic and my camera. Again, I just want to make these videos a little bit more better. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, bye guys.